Good luck, sir. Finally got a new phone. What kind of phone did you get? I didn't know that you were in the market for a new phone. Here comes Tom with his, A5 nonsense. No, I'm not insulting Fisher. What's up, Mekrif? A5 isn't nonsense. I think Tom would tell you that A5 is nonsense. I don't think Tom would object to that being called nonsense. But I can't speak for Tom. Well, I guess I'm wrong. He says it's not nonsense. Proper theory. Ah, you're an Android girl, Bubbles. I'm also an Android person. So I'm always excited when other people have Android. Alright, well, he's getting a lot of queenside space. Gotta give him that. Guess I'll put my bishop here. Now, I'm not a Samsung person, Ferdinand. But, Samsung's okay. Android Master Race, that's correct. All these iPhone nerds, yeah. Yeah, it's like, wake up, sheeple. LG, I don't really know much about LG phones. I know there are some that people like. Seem to like. Okay, what's going on here? Alright, I'll play one slow, boring move. At least one. Politics about smartphones. I don't know. I mean, humans have to be tribalistic about everything. Well, to me, chessmates, Samsung is like the Apple of the Android world. They have a lot of the same sort of stuff where they make you use a lot of their software and are intentionally incompatible with other stuff. Let's see. Alright, I guess I'll go here. I was sort of reluctant. I think my reluctance was unfounded. Yeah, I have a Pixel, so I'm a Pixel fan. You really need hardware inside of a phone? Yeah, I mean, I think so. Like, I don't need the beefiest phone hardware out there, but... Trading off the bishops. I think I'm okay with such a trade. Where's C4? Which I guess is not being okay with the bishop. I mean, the bishop trade can still happen. Okay, Tom is breaking Okay, I think I will take that. A little Zwischenzug. Or if that dude's here, Zwischenzug. Maybe that wasn't so great. I was like, I mean, I wanted to play that earlier. I was like, well, he can play knight d5. So when he played d5, I was like, alright, he can't play knight d5, but now he can play knight e4, which is even better. So I guess I'm not a genius. Okay, I guess we'll threaten to win a pawn. Is dead dude English? I mean, he speaks English, if that's what you mean. Haircut is the same haircut that Boris Spassky had. Okay. I don't know that I really know what haircut Spassky had. I'm not sure I could pick Spassky out of a crowd. Alright, I guess we'll improve a rook. I've seen like current pictures of Spassky, and he's like in his 80s. Like I think he's in like his late 80s now. He's pretty old. But I've seen some younger pictures of him, but I can't really remember. I remember he was wearing like a plaid suit or something, but I guess it was the 70s, so that was sort of style then. Okay, I guess I would like to double rooks. Somehow or another. Play the funny, undeveloping knight b8. I don't think that really bothers me too much. Yeah, I mean, how could you not respect Spassky? He was a world champion. Well, I mean, almost every person ever born is a better person than Fischer. But I agree, Spassky, you respect him as a person. I don't know anything about him as a person, to be. Probably should, you know, read a book sometime. Very, very low bar. Is that a serious question, chessmates? Spassky became world champion when he was 18? That doesn't sound right. But I don't know enough about Spassky to refute it. That doesn't have the ring of truthiness to it, though. Um, well, basically he was just an anti-Semite, a Holocaust denier. He celebrated 9/11, said he was glad that, you know, America was burning or whatever. How is Thinker doing? Is his defense good? I assume it's pretty equal. I kind of like my position because I like my rook, but I guess I could theoretically maybe. Pretty risky though. Okay, let's just take this guy. Just take him out of the picture. He was sort of annoying. He lost his mind well before the end of his life. This was my plan. I mean, it seems like it should be pretty good. Like I might win some. Tom's a tenacious defender. Yeah, I don't know all of the background to Fisher's childhood. I mean, I've heard from, you know, people always say he had a very bad childhood, blah, blah, blah. He's a product of his upbringing. All that may be true, but still not an excuse for a lot of the things he said. Right, well, I can win a pawn if I'm not too scared. I think it's probably justified to do so. So let's take it and deal with the consequences later. Well, I feel bad for him too. I mean, you can feel bad for someone and they can still be a bad person. Like, it doesn't excuse all the crap he pulled. But... yeah, so he's gonna get some activity in exchange for the pawn. So he probably will. I also gotta make sure that I don't get my rook trapped. I mean, I can always take the bishop, which is not really the most inspiring of moves. It's theoretically possible. You know, maybe this is low-key, like, a reasonable move. Low-key reasonable. Like, the rook looks stupid there, but it's obscuring the queen's defense of this pawn, which is a rather important pawn. Queen b7 was better. I don't know that I agree. I mean, I thought about queen b7. That forces a trade of queens, but then he gets rook c2, and his rook... I'm up a pawn, I have a protected pass pawn, but my rook isn't doing anything, and his rook is doing everything. Like, I'm not even going to be up a pawn for long. So, okay, now I think I want to just wrest control of the file. Then there's some tactical ideas. Might be fun. It might be. Does that mean it's good, though? Yeah, no, I mean, white has the better attack here for sure. So, white shouldn't be getting excited to trade queen. I mean, I would trade queens under the circumstance that my endgame is going to be good, because then this pawn will likely be telling, but... Yes, here. Here? Trading queens here isn't terrible, because, I mean, now I at least control the c file, but... Again, I don't think his queen is bothering me much. I want to threaten that bishop. Yeah, okay, I mean, like, now it's sort of tempting to just take everything. Ah, he's giving me time. What have we said, Tom? I don't know, like, I don't really want to take the rook, I want to just, like, improve a piece. But these minor pieces are not easy to improve. I guess maybe just... Sure. Yes. idea is to route the knight to the square. This is night out. Yeah, I think I should do this. I don't know. Maybe it's a little slow. Wow. Well, I guess it's about to get fun. I have not seen the movie Pawn Sacrifice. Yeah, now who's got a dead bishop, though? Look at this guy. Tony Maguire? Is it actually a person named Tony Maguire, or was it Toby Maguire? I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know. I like the idea that, like, no, we couldn't afford Toby Maguire. Let's get Tony. We can afford Tony Maguire. You know, I just saw that a move that I, for a second, wondered was good. I saw King F4, but then I thought that Bishop H2 checkmate was a decent refutation. Take, I guess. This should just be a win. I mean, it's going to take some doing, but his king can't come in. This square's covered, this square's covered, this square is crucially covered, the knight can never be removed. The king's going to cover this square, or the bishop. The knight also covers this square. So, he really doesn't have counterplay. Just how I like it. Except for that. Teach me. Probably here, I guess. Wait, no, that's stupid. I guess here, I guess it didn't matter. Okay, yeah, now it is not as clear. Slightest. Kind of Zugzwan. Okay, now can I calculate? No, we probably shouldn't allow. I don't think I can do my plan. Okay, we'll do this for time. Alright, let's go for it. What the hell? Who wants a draw? Not I. Maybe that was even a mistake. Maybe not, though. In a tournament game, I probably just would have repeated there to take the draw, because Tom's 200 points better than me. I think I'm winning, though, but I've said that so many times against Tom and been wrong, it's unbelievable. But I don't know how he stops this plan. And if this pawn runs, my knight can conveniently collect this pawn en route to defending the promotion square. Well, I think I'm winning. I definitely do not have the points for it. It's just winning. It's just winning. Almost positive. I mean, like, I'm of a piece. It should be winning. Is it dirty flagging if you give your opponent time in the middle game? Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Tom did give me a lot of time odds, and he always plays a very suspicious set of opening moves against me, so I'm gonna call it giving me positional odds. Maybe tempo odds is more accurate. Like a move odds. I'll still take them. But I can just chill. Is there some stalemate trick that you found? Can't be a stalemate. And funnily enough, this pawn's kind of in his way. Good game. I don't know if that rook or knight with pawn sacrifice at the end was worth it, but I just made it so I didn't have to calculate anything. So, good game, Tom. Let's look over that one. Thank you for the time. Although, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about giving me time. It made it more fun to be able to actually play out the game after I got into a good position. I think I played really well the whole game, honestly, for me. We'll see what the computer says. Okay, well apparently I did cough up the advantage and it was drawn at one point in the endgame. That's interesting. After King G2. Oh, okay, not King G2 in the moment that I was thinking that. In any case, we'll look from the beginning. Okay. So yeah, obviously there's not games in the opening database about this. Yeah, I think I just tried to play simply and just like, okay, you got your queenside space, I'll just operate around that and not try to like lash out and fight against it. It wants e5 already. I didn't want the knight to come to d4 or d5, whatever that square is called. I thought h3 was maybe slow, but my idea was I wanted my bishop here, and I didn't want to have to worry about some harassment from the knight. So I wanted a little pocket for the bishop, as Best Network likes to say. That's what happened. For a long time, I didn't want to develop my knight here because I was like, well, he gets b4 with tempo. I can't have that. But then I was like, well, if I go here, that knight's terrible. So if I go here and he plays b4, then I go here and my knight is, you know, coming somewhere useful. So I just decided not to worry about b4. b4 did happen. All good. What does the computer say about c4 here? Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's an okay move. We're still at the phase of the game where, like, a lot of moves are fine. Yeah, my whole idea, which I think was flawed, was I wanted to take with the c-pawn and then push, which is what happened. He just inserted a bishop trade. Oh, and the computer actually is a fan. I mean, I guess like, yeah, he gets this active knight, but you know, there's no coordination. There's no piece that is helping out on some of these squares that the knight is influencing. So again, I just kind of have to work around what black has, but he's not particularly close to launching an attack with these pieces. Which I guess is why the computer is saying just reroute the knight, not instead of going to a square where he can, you know, just trade off. Yeah, and in fact it says he should just trade off immediately. 4 points out of 40, yes. Now, one out of 10 games, I'm good. Yeah, I mean, this looks really counterintuitive to give up this knight for this knight, but I guess the computer just thinks that this knight is not actually going to have any purpose. Like, what if this knight just reroutes to here? Well, I guess then it could. But computer is a Sonding smart fan. What? What are you talking about? 25 out of 100 against someone 400 points higher rated. Well, that is far above what that rating disparity would indicate. I mean, I do think it's true that, like, the higher up you get, the more the more difficult each point is, and like the more it means. Like, the difference between 2200 and 2000 is a lot bigger than, say, 1200 and 1000. But like, the rating system is defined such that no matter what your rating is, you should have a certain score against someone 100 points higher, 200 points higher. And 25 out of 100 seems way too much for there to be a 400 point gap. Yeah, and so anyway, he got this good control over e4, but I just worked around it. Apparently that's a mistake. Oh, okay, because I could just take. I didn't even think about that, really. And then I get this move for free. I wanted to maintain a rook on c6 up in his grill, which is good, too. And that's a blunder, actually, it says. Because if you... With the queen going over, you're throwing a punch. And my queen b5 idea doesn't cut it. Okay, I want to see what the computer says about this. Yeah, I'm very happy then. This felt like a really nice move to find. So I'm glad that the computer's saying it's best and like a point and a half better than all other moves. Okay, now only a point. Bishop g3, the other recommendation. I refuse to understand bishop. I guess it wants to play like h4. Okay, but rook b7 was... Yeah, I mean, I think this was probably my best move of the game. Just a nice positional move to attack this pawn, and then your rook had to basically cede the open file. What's queen b6 here? Actually, I followed up my quote-unquote best move of the game with a blunder. What is so good about queen b6 instead of queen c6? I mean, I wanted to set up some threats. I wanted to just have this threat available in case, you know, he got fancy with his rook, but I guess that's never really going to be a threat because the only rook move that makes any sense is this, and it's it. But no. Okay, so I guess the better question is what... Oh, so it says he should do this. Oh, yeah, because this pin works both ways. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a tough move to see. But that ruins all my threats. Queen. Well, that does defend this knight. Yes. Attacks this pawn. Keeps pressure on this, although I did that. Queen c5. Okay, but... You know, I never even saw that this pawn was hanging. Yeah, so I should take that pawn. I kept wondering if that move would ever be good. I don't think I gave it too much consideration here. I just wanted to get my pieces to better squares, which I was able to do, but the whole while he was moving his king up the board, and that certainly made it more difficult. And this is the move that throws it all away, apparently. So the computer wants to come in here, and that does look annoying. Well, I mean, I wanted to play f3. Yeah, why don't I just play f3? Where's that pawn going that's scaring me? Like f3, and if he takes, then king f2. So I played too slowly. Actually, it says f3, he takes f3, and then bishop g. Okay, I think the idea is that if this knight does try to get active, we want this bishop to be here to take it out. I think that's the idea. You're playing against me. I have to take your soul. What? That seems like, strong wording. So now I guess this plan is not able to be prevented. Because this is with check, so... Yeah. Still playing kind of slow. And I mean, I thought this was like a good sack. I thought this was a perfect time to sack. I mean, I think that, you know, Tom realized the position is losing, and you have to just try to make it complicated. Here's a chance to get, you know, my center pawns for a piece, and to leave yourself these two connected, almost passed pawns. So, yeah, I mean, this made it very challenging. Because now I'm like on the razor's edge. Oh, I definitely should have checked here. I didn't appreciate that, you know, my knight's guarding this square, so if I check, I'm backing his king up. But yeah, 100% I should check. I mean, maybe I even, like, come over here and start winning these pawns quickly. That would have been a much easier win. What's up, Indo Queen? It's Squirrely! The gang's all here. Let's give some shoutouts. I forgot to shout out Bubbles earlier, so let's shout out Bubble Art. Let's shout out... Oh, let's shout out Mekrif, because Mekrif streams. I was watching Mekrif stream earlier. Oh, okay, Indo Queen shouted out Squirrely. So now I guess Squirrely should shout out Indo Queen. But I'll do it first. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, and thinkerteacher, he streams some too, although I haven't seen him stream in a few months. Shout out CL Smith 15, yeah. There we go. Okay, well, after a few seconds of thinking, it likes my move better than the bishop check, so I take back everything I said. And his king moved back anyway. I'm a genius. Except for... Yeah, I probably should... But I was too greedy, I wanted to go take that pawn. And I ran into this business. Now my king's nice and inactive again. And then here, I really stressed over whether or not I was winning. And apparently everything went. So, proving I'm a strong player, I repeated once. Then I took. Yeah, and here I wondered if I had blundered because I realized that this knight has no problem catching this pawn. So the king needs to stop this pawn. But then I realized, okay, if he goes king h3, I just play king g1, and then I've stopped the pawn. So that was easy. And that's what happened. Yeah, okay, it says take here. But I was scared. I was like, I don't want him to keep me from getting to g1. Like, if I take here, then now this, like, you know, now I gotta start thinking again. I don't want to have to do that. So I just went here, and now there's nothing to think about anymore. Yeah, and again, every move wins, but this involves the least amount of thinking. Well, that was a fun game. I'm always thrilled when I can get a win off of Tom.